Gridlock on the M4 around Newport, described by the Prime Minister as a foot on the windpipe of the Welsh economy. The Welsh Government's plan to get the oxygen flowing is to build a relief road for the motorway. Last September, ministers in Cardiff Bay consulted on the plans, with 3 routes looked at in detail. Just over a fortnight ago, they plumped for the so-called black route, a controversial decision with a £1 billion price tag. But a fourth option, the so-called blue route, which would have meant developing this road around Newport, wasn't a part of the consultation. And although we understand it was considered by the Welsh Government, Friends of the Earth Cymru questions the legality of not including it in the consultation.
The Environment Committee at the National Assembly for Wales has come out and said this is an option that should have been considered by the Welsh Government, and the fact the Welsh Government hasn't considered it is, in our view, unlawful. So they haven't done their work thoroughly enough, and we're asking them to reconsider and to go back to the drawing board.
In a letter sent to the Welsh Government today, the environmental group says questions remain as to why sufficient account wasn't given to the environmental concerns of Natural Resources Wales. Serious doubts are cast on the traffic forecasts used to justify the motorway, and the total costs and funding of the scheme remains uncertain. Defending her decision at the time of the announcement against opponents of the plan, such as Friends of the Earth Cymru, the Transport Minister Edwina Hart said she expected a legal challenge.
I'm sure there will be a challenge, but you tell me what major infrastructure project, HS2 or anything else, is subject to any challenge. That is the reality of the world we work in, and that's the reality of the world that I work in.
Her prediction has been realised, but the Welsh Government remains committed to a project whose wheels are already in motion. The question is whether today's developments will stall the plans.